4 seasons lost. In Austin, I saw pause. My eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice. Then it's his to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Roll dice and woes of life. Love deprived, looking to revive. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives afflicted. Often bears a pit, quick, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving in rain, rekindle the flame. Close as she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear. Shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise. We know I've heard this. In paradise, in paradise. We know what our worth is. In paradise, in paradise. We manifest dreams. In paradise, in paradise. Truth is what you conceive.
Boom, boom, boom. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. We've got a full slate today. Of course, it's NBA season starts tonight. We have the Thunder playing tonight. So we're going to break down a little bit about the Thunder. We're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about the NBA in general. Talk a little bit Major League Baseball and some NFL because, tomorrow we have to preview the game for tomorrow, Thursday night. So we've got to talk about that and do that. But that being said, I want to say, of course, this is Wednesday, and you know where we're at. We're either at Ned's or we're at Rococo's. Today we are at Ned's Starlight Lounge. And if you haven't been here, that is your issue. You have got to get here. Ned's at 7301 North May in Oklahoma City. You can call them at 242-6100. They are open Tuesday through, Tuesdays and Wednesdays open till 12, okay, from 11 to 12, and then Thursdays and Fridays, they're open till 2, from 11 to 2, and then, of course, Saturdays, 10:30 to 2 a.m., because they have that excellent brunch on Saturday mornings, then Sunday. They also have brunch, but they're closed early on Sundays, and if you haven't had their brunch, man, I highly, highly recommend it. It is fantastic. And I appreciate Big Ned, Little Ned, and Lindsay for their support and allowing us to come do our show here at Ned's Starlight Lounge, 7301 North May, just north of 63rd. Of course, I am here on Wings Wednesday, $1.50 wings. And, of course, every Thursday they have fried chicken, liver, and gizzards. Now, liver and gizzards, that's not my thing. But that is some people's things, and if that's your thing, that's your thing. Not my thing. That could be your thing, because I'm out on the lizards and gizzards and all of that. Now, that's not my thing. I know my family loves that stuff, but it is not my thing at all. But it is delicious, and of course, if you've been to Ned's, you know what I'm talking about. And those homemade rolls, oh my God, bro, those homemade rolls, dude. Then with the gravy and everything with it, I highly, highly recommend you coming to Ned's. We're going to start off today with a little NFL news, which is kind of funny because when you think about it, Jerry Jones and Robert Kraft going at it. I mean, really, guys? I mean, when you think about that for a minute, I just kind of laugh at it because I'm going, okay, both of these guys are billionaires, and, they're both very competitive in their own way, and I can see where they would, go at it and be a little pissed off at each other, but at the same time, it's just kind of funny to me. I'm sorry. They're arguing over stuff that you and we have no idea about. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just funny these two guys are going at it and arguing with each other. And, I guess you got to give it to them because they're both very competitive. Robert Kraft, of course, just getting married Friday night, I believe he got married, getting Tom Brady all in trouble because Brady went to his wedding and, of course, missed that night and then turned around and then missed the next day, which Drew and we laughed about because we're like, bro, you have a private plane. How are you missing that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, how are you missing your team stuff when you have a private plane? You can fly down, turn around, fly back. But, of course, his wife, Giselle, probably wanted them to stay, and that's probably had a lot to do with it. So, but anyway, I thought it was kind of comical. And it's not news, but it is news. I mean, two billionaire owners having an argument and a disagreement. I mean, it's okay, but I think it's just kind of funny to me. And I thought it would just be a little newsworthy, the fact that they are going at it. Also, the Chargers, Coach Brandon Staley says he is going to stay with J.C. Jackson after benching him Monday after missing two clearly assignments that gave up big plays in the first half. And then you noticed that when he came back that, what was it, he 3 for 11 for 15 yards. That's what he was the second half. Talk about Russell Wilson. But had 170-something in the first. And a lot of those were because there were a couple big plays that clearly J.C. Jackson was on the other end of. But how are you not going to stay with him? He just signed a 5-year, $82 million contract. Yeah, you're staying with him. What'd you give him, 60-something million guaranteed? You're not going to cut him, and he is one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. So, I mean, there's probably some differences in the coverages and different things like that. Philosophical that maybe having a little bit issues with, but he was there before and he did great. And then, so who knows what the issue is? And maybe JC wants out. Maybe he doesn't want to be there anymore. So you never know how those things play out. And then, of course, DeAndre Hopkins back for the Cardinals this week. Kyler Murray says that getting him back won't cure the Cardinals' offensive woes. And I thought, Kyler, do you have something there? I mean, is it really going to help you, or is it going to hurt you, or what's going to happen with that? And I'm thinking that it's probably going to help the Cardinals because quite frankly, when Kyler would run for his life, he didn't have anybody to throw to. Now he does. Patrick Mahomes used to have two people to throw to. Now he has one. Even though Juju Smith-Schuster is starting to come into play, he's trying to come up there, and that's going to be their next guy that he's going to bring into that fold. But none of them are Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins is, Kyler Murray's Tyreek Hill. He knows I can throw it up. He knows he's going to get plays yards after the catch, the yak. He knows that he's going to be open. He knows that if there's a two-person deal, he's going to come down with the ball 80% of the time, which we saw him happen many, many times. So that being said, now we can get on to baseball. Last night, in big-time news, which I was very, very excited about, the Yankees win Game 5 over the Guardians. And Stanton, of course, led off with the 2-run shot to give the Yankees the lead right away, and they just never looked back. And with all the rain delays and all the people were upset, I'm sure now the Yankee fans are okay with the fact that they were sat in the rain for 4 hours, didn't get to see the game, got to come back the next day. But the main thing was the Yankees did win the series. And, of course, the Phillies went 2-0 against the Padres. And Drew and I talked about yesterday is that if you're going to get a win, you need to come get one right away. And the Phillies were able to do that, sneak that Game 1 from the Padres. Because when you're on the road, the easiest victory to get is Game 1. And the Phillies took care of business last night and jumping out to a 2-0 lead. Then, of course, that leads in to today's games. The Yankees and the Stros, opening night, Game 1, 6:37 tonight on TBS. Then, of course, Game 2 is in about a little over an hour and 15 minutes. Game 2 will start with the Phillies at the Padres on Fox. So, I'm looking for a guy, Drew. He's my baseball guy. We'll get into it. He's on his way. He said he should be here any minute to join me at Ned's because the only time he comes and does remotes with me is either at Ned's or YNB. Those are the two places I ever see his ass. Other than that, I don't ever see the boy. He's just non-existent at all. But, like I said, the Major League Baseball kind of got what they wanted because when you look at the brackets, you look at the fact that you've got the Yankees against the Astros, because I can promise you if the Guardians had beat the Yankees last night, nobody would be watching baseball players play playoffs at all. So the best thing that they could hope for is Yankees Phillies. Because outside of Houston, nobody will be watching the Astros, whereas the Yankees are a national team. So I'm talking about United States wise, they're a nationally supported team. So, Major League Baseball definitely needs the Yankees to get in there. What a hell of a series this is going to be between the Yankees and the Astros once again. And then on the other side, you've got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the San Diego Padres. And the Philadelphia people are up in arms. They're happy as they can be right now because why? They have the Phillies in the finals of the NLCS. They have the Eagles 6-0. And even though the Sixers lost last night, they do have a playoff contender in the Sixers. So that helps the city of brotherly love, if that's what you want to call it. And I think it's funny they booed Joe Biden the other day. And it's so funny. To me, it's funny because just like they booed Trump when he was at Washington Stadium. It's too funny. Very rarely does the president get love. I think Obama got some love. Ronald Reagan got some love. Bush got some love in Texas. It just depends. If you're a popular president, people like you, you do what you're supposed to do, hey, you'll get cheers. If you're not, hey, you're not going to. And that's just the way that happens. But anyway, back to reality. World Series is going to be big, but the Major League Baseball does need the Yankees to kick in. But like I said, MLB games today, the Yankees, of course, they're playing the evening cap because giving them as much rest as possible, number one. And number two, they need to be in prime time because they need the ratings up. And then, of course, you have the Padres and the Phillies, which you're looking at, that's 3:35 our time. That's 1:30 on the West Coast in San Diego. So, a little early afternoon, people go, take the afternoon off, go to work in the morning, get there, and be able to watch the game. So it does, afternoon baseball is pretty good. And I don't know which one I really like. I like them both. I like nighttime. Like if I'm in Chicago, if I'm at a Cubbies game, I prefer daytime. I prefer sitting in the bleachers and have cocktails out there in the vines. That's what if it's that. If I'm at Yankee Stadium, I prefer a nighttime game. If I'm at Busch Stadium, I prefer a nighttime game. If I'm at Kansas City, I prefer a daytime game because I like the nightlife in Kansas City, so I'd rather go out after the game's over with. If I'm in Miami, I don't really care. I'm not going to the game anyway. I know that sounds terrible. But if I'm there, I'm not going to the game. If I'm Braves, I want to go at nighttime because I think the atmosphere is that much more electric at nighttime versus it is in the daytime. So that's kind of how I would do that. If I'm at Dodger Stadium in Chavez Ravine, I am definitely doing nighttime games. It is fantastic there. It's fantastic there, and I love it. It is just a great place to go watch a baseball game, and I'm excited about that. So let's get into, let's take a quick break because let's talk about our sponsors and thank them right away because we're going to have this next segment is going to be pretty. Bless you. Bless you. God dang, girl, what you doing back there? Our next segment is going to be kind of long. So anyway, I want to thank our sponsors at Collaborative Logic. They are doing fantastic work trying to get me up and ready for this week's episodes because remember, we're doing double duty. Today we have the Unpopular Hour. Tonight we have After the Storm, the Thunder T-Wolves after-game analysis tonight. So they're in the process of getting me all set up so you guys can start calling in and doing phone numbers and stuff and calling me in. So looking forward to getting that all set up so people can actually call in and talk to me on the phone as well as texting. So we're getting all of that worked out. Mark Long, my guy at SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, those are the peeps that you want to talk to there. Then Oak Grove Trucking and my guy Jose Fierro. That is my man. And I know you owe Drew his T-shirts. Please get that man his shirts because he's getting on my last nerve about it. But if you have any dump truck needs that you need some rocks, some dirt moved, he is the man that you want to holler at. And then, of course, Max and Greg Nafee at NAFCO. Those are the peeps and those are my friends. And then last but not least, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. The bank that makes things happen. Yes, they do. They are an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, and if you want to pre-qualify online, you can at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com if you want to pre-qualify online for any cars, boats, houses, RVs, whatever, commercial loans, anything like that, buy a building, buy houses, all that stuff, buy some land. Those are the people that you want to talk to. Or you can just go in and see Joe Horn, Nathan Taylor, any of those guys. You're more than welcome to do that as well. So either way is fantastic. Then, of course, we cannot leave out my guy Ned, Big Ned, Little Ned, and Lindsay for their help and helping us set up here every other Wednesday at Ned's Starlight Lounge. And my guy Drew Henthorne of HuskerDrewPicks.com just walked in, so he's all ready to go, about ready to go here in just a second. We got to get him all squared away. But anyway, I want to thank all of them, Big Ned, Little Ned, and Lindsay, for their support. And of course, location is 7301 North May Avenue, 405-242-6100. If you want to call for more information, they are the people that you want to talk to. They are open Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 11 to 12, Thursdays and Fridays, 11 to 2, Saturdays, 10:32, because they got that wonderful brunch on Saturday mornings to get your morning going and watch a little football. Then, of course, Sundays, 10:30 to 3, and they're open for brunch only. They have a fantastic catering. You can do that at 405-810-0208. That's 405-810-0208. And, of course, we're here every other Wednesday for Wings Wednesday. And then Thursdays, if you guys haven't tried that fried chicken, liver and gizzards, you're missing some stuff. I'm just here to tell you, bro, straight up, you got to go do it. Oh, my God.
Yeah, here we go.
I didn't even look up. I was too busy reading.
Only one back. Only one back in the division.
Well, okay.
Yeah, you like it. Don't act like you don't.
I want to break my stuff out.
Yeah,
but Zero's got to go
Westbrook's
first.
almost gone.
As soon as he's gone, I'm going to be breaking my
What's the
stuff out. What's the
over-under in games till he's not a Laker?
25.
Oh, I'll go under.
You said over-under.
Yeah, 25.
25.
I'd go under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's going to be there a minute. And he did okay last night.
What do you have, 13?
I mean, he did okay, but
18? What do you have, 13 or 18?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to what he got. I don't care what he got. But he played okay. I mean, in the role, I'm surprised he started. But that's standing all off to the side and all that nonsense, man. It's just.
That's what you're going to get with the Lakers this year is LeBron's going to shoot it a lot because he's trying to break Kareem's record. Or not trying, he's going to break Kareem's record.
He's going to break Kareem's record.
But that's what you're going to get. LeBron scoring 35, 38, but Lakers losing big.
Well, all I know is that he better start winning some games or the Lakers
Westbrook had 19, 7 for 12 from the field, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Not a bad night.
Yep, not a bad night. I mean, dude, he's okay. I just want to go somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're not going to win with him.
Somewhere else.
We're not going to win with him. It's just not going to happen at all. But anyway, we're going to drop back. What'd you think about Jerry and old boy having at it yesterday?
Pretty good stuff. Don't mess with Jerry. I mean, Robert Kraft, you're on thin ice anyway.
Yeah, but he just got married. Come on, man. Leave him alone.
Robert Kraft shouldn't be saying anything. I mean, isn't he on social probation?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, just shut up over there.
I'm a multi-billionaire. Okay. Wow. I'm on social
fly on the
probation.
wall at the after hours with them two.
Ooh. Hey, I know they have a lot of fun. When Robert Kraft started hanging out with the rappers, I'm like, okay, you going to another level. Mm-hmm. That's what you're doing. You're going to another level with stuff. But anyway, baseball today, Drew. We were talking a little bit about baseball. The Yankees got what they wanted. Yep. Excuse me. Major League Baseball got what they wanted with the Yankees winning.
Yeah, and against the Astros, too. Dream matchup for ratings.
Yep, I was talking about that. And then the Phillies, you talked about that yesterday.
Yep.
Got to get that first win. The easiest is on the road.
Yep.
The Phillies got it done. Now,
And the Padres are garbage the game after they play the Dodgers.
Yep, I agree. Now, she was telling me that today is going to be the first time it's happened since '97. A brother on one team pitching against the brother who's the catcher on the opposing team. And, of course, we're talking about the Nola brothers, Aaron and
Man, I was
Austin.
going somewhere else with that. I was thinking about two brothers.
No, well, that's happened
trying
many
to-
times. That's
I'm trying
happened
to rack my
many-
head going, well, that doesn't really seem like that's that big a deal.
But the Nola brothers
Gotcha.
for the Padres and the Phillies, I thought that was kind of cool because Aaron is the catcher
Yep.
for the Phillies, and Aaron is pitching tonight, or Austin's pitching tonight. So I thought that was kind of cool how they're going against each other. I liked what's happening there. What did you think? What do you think of? Let me go ahead and pull up the bracket since when we're looking at it right now, Drew.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be an East Coast final. I think you're going to have the Yankees and the Phillies. The Phillies are hot. The Phillies did what the Braves did last year. They came in hot last 15 games of the year, made the playoffs. They only won 84 games in the regular season, so don't put it past them. If they win today in San Diego, which I don't think they're going to,
Yeah.
but if they do, San Diego might get swept.
They might get swept. I agree.
Yep.
But you know
It's
that
gonna be cold in Philly. They're gonna fly in tomorrow night late and then just freeze up.
freeze up.
Boy, then you go down 3-0, then it's over.
If they go down 3-0, they're not coming back from 3-0.
They're
That's
the
not
Red
happening.
Sox.
But the Yankees and the Stros, it's funny how that's a nighttime game,
Oh, isn't it?
prime time. But, the Yankees got the maximum amount of rest. Like I said earlier, they needed it.
Yep.
Agreed?
Agreed.
They needed that extra rest. Plus, who the hell wants to see the Phillies and the Padres at night?
Nobody.
I mean,
Nobody. And they won't start it until West Coast time, so you actually won't even start until 9:30. I mean, old folks like you and I are asleep.
Well, I'm not going to be asleep because the Thunder play tonight. You might be asleep.
Most 9:30.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Monday through Thursday, 9:30.
Monday through Thursday,
I
yes.
preface that.
Yes, okay. I'm glad you threw that in there.
But yeah, we do have the Thunder tonight. I mean, it's NBA time.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
I get to wear this on opening day. Once
Yeah,
a
but
year.
you did. Yeah, but
I
you.
missed it yesterday, but today's the day.
Well, you don't come in unless it's here.
Doesn't
I don't
count.
see-
Doesn't count. We played Golden State. We just get that one out of the way. We'll take the flyer on that.
Well, there's no LeBron 12 for 25.
Yep.
I tell you this though.
But I tell you, Colin Coward ran down our starting lineup today, and it's not very good. Our top 10 players are not very good
No,
outside of AD and LeBron. That's it.
It's it.
Man, way to go, LeBron.
I mean,
You're the one who picked that team.
he picked that team.
Yep.
And that was the whole thing is the team that you had, and they said the only two players left from the championship bubble team is him and
LeBron
LeBron,
and
and that's it.
That's it.
LeBron got rid of everybody. I mean, just stupid, man.
Yep.
But that's him trying to be a GM, and then you want to own a team.
Failing miserably.
Hey, you're gonna be like Jordan. Hey, stay in your lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane.
And you know what? We're going to have him for another year, too. He'll be there 2 more years.
Yep, he has no choice.
Yep.
He wants to stay there for his son because that's why he's trying to move up the league, the age where you can get drafted.
So then, Matt, what do you do? Do you ride it out with LeBron, or do you trade AD and try to get some other players? Because once LeBron leaves, AD's going to be, 3 more years down the road.
Yeah.
He's going to be older. He's going to be more beat up. I mean, I think you get rid of him now and try to get some younger players for him, or some draft picks.
I say
LeBron
that. I
really
say
wants
that.
to run the team.
You remember, you only have LeBron for 1 more year,
Right.
Because that second year is his option. Because after he beats after he leaves beats Kareem in a Laker uniform, which is his whole point.
Yep.
Once he does that, he's just going to leave. He's going to be gone, and because he's not a Laker,
Nope.
he's not going to be accepted as a Laker. It is what it is when it comes to LeBron. So
Yeah, now you're jacking with the captain's record. That's not going to go over well.
no, well,
I mean, if you start bashing the captain and
well, the
now
problem
he's
is,
better and all this nonsense, no.
well, Drew, all I know is everybody talked about how he was the king of the East. He's come to the West. This is his 4th year?
4th year, and he's 1 and 2 making the playoffs, and one of them was in the bubble.
Right. I mean,
And he hadn't even close to the playoffs.
No, hadn't been close. Been hurt.
Yeah.
So, my thing with him being the GOAT is get out of the East, come over here, see if you go to 8 straight.
Yeah.
You're not going to go to 8 straight because you couldn't even beat the teams that you had to play in the finals.
Nope.
So how are you going to go to the finals if you can't beat the teams once you're in the finals? You can't beat them. How are you going to go to 8 straight? So, y'all miss me with all that GOAT stuff. So I am so over it. But anyway, Drew, here are your picks for the day.
Yeah.
You got.
Oh, hold on a second. Let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about yesterday for a second.
Oh my God, dude, we're gonna get
Is there a broom in here somewhere?
Listen, okay.
Because the board got swept.
Go ahead.
Sweep of the board.
Yes, you picked.
I had the Phillies.
Celtics.
I had the Yankees. I had the Celtics, and I had Golden State.
Yes, you did.
All 4 winners.
Yes. Well, the Yankees winner for sure.
Yep.
Phillies, you picked them coming in and getting that W.
Yep.
Even though they were minus, what were they?
They were plus 165.
Yeah. So good bet. Lakers. We talked about that. That's easy money. That was easy money there.
Yeah.
Now the only other one that worried me
Philly
was the Philadelphia.
Boston. Yep. But I just like Boston. I thought they played well against Philadelphia. I didn't know that those two teams have played the most regular season games against each other. Did you know that?
No, I did not know
Philadelphia
that.
and Boston. 2 rows, they played each other more times than any other teams in the NBA. And Philadelphia.
That would make sense because when it first started, Philly and Boston were in the East, and Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell went at each other multiple. It was like 3 times or 4 times a year.
Yep.
Then in the playoffs 7 times because most of those games went to
And if you think about the 70s and 80s with Maurice Cheeks and Dr. J and Moses playing all those
Larry
Celtics
Bird
teams,
and all that whole group, yeah. Great times for them. And then they got Moses Malone and Philly.
Very cool tribute to Bill Russell before the game. I don't know if you caught it.
No, I did not catch it.
Can't get on YouTube. It's pretty cool.
I'll have to go back and look at it because we are on YouTube.
About 5 minutes worth of time.
Okay, so anyway, can we get back to your?
Now we can get back.
See, because every time you brag,
Well,
every
it's
time
not
you
really
start
bragging, though.
no,
I'm just stating the facts.
Every time you start bragging with that BS, by the way, you need to change that because it's now a Nike deal, not the NBA is Nike, not that. So just let you know, bro.
Okay, we'll flip around. We don't want you to know.
I'm just saying, it's the Adidas is not the king of the league anymore. There you go. Hey, I like. Oh.
Here we go. We get deep into that one now. All right.
I really want to say something, but I can't on air. Okay, you got the Padres minus 125 today.
I like it. They got to win. They're must win. Backs against the wall. You got a day game. You got to figure Philly probably used all that energy last night to get that one. All they wanted was a split.
They wanted to split.
And the Nola being on the mound for Philly kind of scares me a little bit, but that's a big ballpark. So, we'll see. I think, boy, I think about it. Can you imagine if the Padres had Tatis in that lineup?
No.
Jeez.
No.
Yeah.
The fact they've gotten this far without him.
Yeah. He probably cost San Diego a title.
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
At least a National League championship.
Yeah. Well, the fact they got there without him is a testament to their organization and the players.
Sure.
Stepping up. There's no question. Yankees and Stros over 6. Huh?
Yeah, I like it. The
and
Yankees,
a half. Sorry,
yeah, the Yankees are. Well, Verlander's on the mound, but the Yankees are throwing pretty much a bullpen game. Guy hadn't pitched in a couple weeks. If they get into the bullpen, I could see the Yankees mailing this one in and looking to win game 2.
Yeah,
coming off a late start. They probably didn't get in Houston last night until 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Or later than that.
Yeah. So they're up today. They're throwing a guy who hadn't played in a few weeks, give up some runs. It could be. I could see a 7-3, 7-4 game.
And, who knows? The Yankees are like, okay, who knows if Verlander's going to have his stuff?
Well, then if Houston gets up, they'll pull Verlander after the 5th inning.
Yeah.
They'll save him. They don't want to blow him out if they're winning.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
he's been good for a long,
Cy Young
long
this year,
time.
you think?
He should be. Yeah, he should have won it 3 years ago when his wife, what did she say?
Yeah.
Well, we can't repeat it on air, but
hot.
she's fact.
She's hot.
I know, but it was fact what she said.
Yeah. I don't know if I heard her, but.
Well, I can't. She goes, when he didn't win, she goes, I thought I was the only one allowed to F him.
Oh, boy.
Tweeted that out and left it up. Didn't take it down. I was like,
Upton don't care.
You know what? But that's the kind of woman you want. Mm-hmm. Hey, my girl got my back, man. Like, hey, what are y'all doing?
I got one of those.
Yeah, yes you do. Yes you do. And we talked about that yesterday when we were talking about Tom Brady being in a little trouble with Giselle.
Yeah.
Mavericks.
Don't make a pinky promise.
Nope. Mavericks plus 4.5.
Love the Mavs tonight. Love the Mavs tonight. Mavs are sneaky. We haven't got to our NBA picks.
We're gonna do that afterwards.
They're sneaky to, I think, to get in that Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, they could be. We got our power rankings, and we'll talk about those here in a little bit. You got the Bulls plus 6.5.
But back to Mavericks though. That's the Suns opener.
Yep.
I think there's a lot of bad blood in that game. I think it's gonna be a good game.
Yeah. Well,
They've been not biting at the bit to get back at each other too.
Well, I was gonna wait till we got to the games to go over all that, but
My bad.
okay.
We were talking about the.
I know, but we're just kind of going over your break and then come back and give you a chance to recap it once we have all the scores up there.
I got you.
Bulls plus 6.5.
Yeah, I like the Bulls tonight. I think that's too many. The Heat. That's usually
That's a lot. There's a battle.
That's a phone booth.
Yeah,
War.
it is, and everybody's healthy starting out, so that'll help. The Nets only -3.
Yeah, and I mean, everybody I've listened to today likes the Pelicans in that game. I just don't see it. I mean, I think the Nets are going to be too much for them.
Yep, I think the Nets
Pelicans were at home. Yeah, I'd probably take them, but they're not. They had to travel out to Brooklyn.
and I think the Nets are trying to prove something
Yeah,
as well.
KD
So.
needs to prove something.
Yeah, he does. This is what I thought was interesting, Drew. You got Thunder T-Wolves under 226,
Yeah,
but you can't spell Thunder without under.
Under, correct.
We understand that.
can't spell thunder without the under.
Then you have the Knicks and the Grizzlies over 226.5. I thought that was funny, 226.5. I thought that was interesting.
Two exact numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tells me the Thunder is not going to score 226 points.
Yeah, we're gonna get into a Thunder deep dive in a little
But
bit.
the Grizzlies and the Knicks, that'll be a shootout.
Oh, I agree. And then, of course, bringing up the end, Appalachian State.
Come on, Boone, North Carolina. Here we go. Georgia State has been running up scores against bad teams, and Appalachian State's kind of have a roller coaster year this
They
year.
really have.
But they've played a lot better competition.
Way better.
And they beat
and
some
scored.
good teams. Yeah.
And scored 40 and whatever, so they could score.
Night game in Boone. Give me App State, and I don't think it's close.
I agree with that 100%, bro. I agree with that 100%. I like what's going on with that. And, now, when I think about NBA season starting, Thunder tonight. Oh, by the way, Ned's has karaoke
Tonight?
on Wednesday nights.
Oh, boy.
So, and then
What's your
Rococo's
go-to
closes
karaoke?
at 10.
What's your go-to?
I don't do karaoke.
Not at all, not one?
Well, Maya Long makes me sing one song, Tyrone, but I don't sing. She sings.
Well, what's the song?
Tyrone.
Oh, Tyrone. What's that song? Give me a bar.
No, bro. Hey, if you know what Tyrone is, you know what Tyrone is.
I'm
By Erykah Badu.
All right.
Erykah Badu.
I like Erykah Badu.
Okay, just Tyrone is the name of the song. So she makes me do her partner in crime in our Tyrone act. So it's kind of funny. She makes me sing it.
See, I'm friends in low places with Garth Brooks because I've heard that song 4 million times. I know every word backwards, forwards. So if you get lost during a song, during karaoke, you just pick right back up.
Yeah, I know the words to Tyrone. I'm just not saying. Trust me, believe me, I know the words to it. Trust me on that. But anyway, okay, now we can get into the real part, so you'll be all happy.
All right, here we go.
Okay, NBA games today. Magic against the Pistons to get us all started.
Hey, Pistons going to be a fun team to watch this year. I'll tune into that.
Yeah, they've got a squad, man.
Yeah. They're sneaky to make the playoffs.
I agree. He's building him a nice little athletic group of guards, and they got big Jalen Duren. So
Who you like?
I liked him, man. I really, really liked him. I wanted him. I wanted him and Ben Caro. That's who I wanted, or him and our other guy Jabari. That's who I wanted.
You got Ivy, you got Bancaro, you got Cunningham, you got Duran.
Yeah, they got a squad, man.
They need to they could throw in a couple shooters around those guys and watch out.
Yeah, they got a sneaky good team.
Want to play in first round of the playoffs if
Yeah.
you're in the East.
Wizards at the Pacers.
I don't really know. Pacers are.
The Pacers are the Pacers. They just need to go on and get rid of the players.
Wizards kind of been the Wizards since LeBron beat them from half court. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Have they ever recovered from that?
I don't think
so. Either.
I really don't. When
Paul, 2006?
when Paul George was Paul George.
Yeah, exactly.
He was Paul George back then, so there's no question about that. Rockets, Hawks.
I like the Hawks. Rockets are a dumpster fire. Hawks should beat them. Hawks should be a.
Oh, Lord. Look who we got behind us.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, everybody, look. Your boy Max Nafee
Yeah.
just tried to slide in. Oh, you ain't going nowhere, bro. You getting ready to be put on air. Here's our guy. Get your face down here. Max Nafee.
There's
Hey,
your sponsor.
we've already gave you. Here's our sponsor for Nafeco, Max. Where's Greg at?
I think he's golfing today. So
Well, why aren't you? What are you doing today?
I'm
Chilling?
selling.
Hey,
Oh,
make it a
are
living.
you eating today?
I'm not yet.
Are you
I'm
coming in?
already fed. I'm well fed.
Oh, that's because that lovely lady you got. We love her. Hey, did y'all go on a trip somewhere? Where'd y'all just get back from?
We grew up in
Y'all go to a wedding?
we're
What
in
was it?
New Orleans.
Oh, is that what it
We're
was?
from there, have some fun.
Well, it's for your birthday, wasn't
Yeah.
it? By the way,
Birthday twins.
yeah, he's the 8th. I've already wished your birthday last week.
Yep.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday to
happy
you also.
birthday, brother. Hey, the
Still
Libras up in the
celebrating
house.
his birthday,
Yeah, I
too.
bet.
No, I'm not still celebrating my
2
birthday.
weeks.
Hey, are you going to Saturday to the game?
No, I'll be in Enid. So
Wait, what
I'll
the-
be
wait,
doing
what?
from Enid.
Why?
Birthday party.
There's a good sports bar needed.
There's great. There's a few good ones.
Yep.
Hey, wait a minute. So I'm going to Stillwater and you're not.
I'm not. But might head up to Kansas though. Up to
Hey,
Lawrence.
wait,
Up to
when
Manhattan.
is that?
Manhattan.
Oh, I don't want to go to Manhattan.
I might.
I hate Kansas.
Down
I
in
hate Manhattan.
Aggieville, get you a couple beers.
I don't like it. We got snowed in Manhattan. I didn't like
You
it.
got to make the most of that.
Well, I was engaged at the time, so we won't talk about that. She may be a listener.
Didn't say what year it was.
All right.
All right, brother.
All right,
You
guys.
gonna be here for a minute?
I gotta head out. I gotta keep running. So,
Okay.
Appreciate
All
the
right, I
support.
appreciate you.
Hey,
Thank you.
See you guys.
Okay, I'll text you later after we get done. All right, come see you. That's my guy, Max Nafee of Nafe Cole. That's our dude. One of our sponsors, of course. Now back to the NBA TV today.
Talking about we were talking about the Rockets. And the
Rockets.
Hawks. And the Hawks are another team in the East that I will watch. I mean,
Yeah, well, the Rockets are You love the Hawks. That's one of your power.
Yeah,
your
yeah,
number
they
10
are.
or number 9 on your power.
and they
Your
should be
power
there.
rankings.
They're tough.
Yeah, they are.
They can shoot. They got a great point guard. They got some size. I mean, I don't know who they drafted. That's more your realm. Who'd they draft? Did they get anybody?
They got the kid that we
kid
talked.
Duke?
We just talked about him. Man, we just talked about him. Drew, remember? One of the
from Duke?
rookies in the GM survey. Hang on a second. I'll pull it right
Sorry
on
about
up.
that. Didn't mean to throw you off.
And let me see. It was what's the kid's name? We just did that.
I'm gonna grab something to drink.
What was
See
his
if you
name?
can find
Man, you got me off hook. AJ Griffin.
I just said a kid from Duke.
Yeah, AJ Griffin. Well, you got to know his name. You can't just throw it out there. You got to know his damn name. Jesus.
You know about Ben.
Oh, we're still on fire about Banchero. Then, of course, we've already talked about the Pelicans and the Nets. The Pelicans got a squad. We're just going to see Big Boy. He's lost a bunch of weight. He's in shape, so we're going to see exactly how well he's going to do. But the Pelicans, they are a sneaky team. I really like them, but I think the Nets are just going to be too much for them. And Drew has the Nets at -3. But I think that they're just going to, I agree with him, there's going to be too much for the Pelicans, Drew. I think you're right about that. Even though Pelicans sneaky, they got a nice little squad.
They do. But like we talked about, I mean, I think the Nets are going to play with a little chip on their shoulder for a while this year until they get the injury bug and Kyrie starts getting on his boat and sell across the world, not around the world. He'll be selling across it.
Yeah, across it because it's square, flat. But just like they talked about, when there's a tragedy happen, he's going to take a few days off
Sure he will.
because it affects him, even though he has no idea. He doesn't know any of the people, doesn't live anywhere near where it happened. It's going to affect him, and he can't play, especially if it's 7 games in 10 days, road trip. He will not be there. Then, of course, Bulls and Heat. We talked about that, man.
It's going to be a great game. I like that. They're firing it off. Two teams that don't like each other. Like I said again, 6.5 is way too many points in that game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bulls win that game. They're not going to be scared going into Miami to play.
Not at all.
And you know as well as I do, there'll be like 5,000 people at that game.
Oh, at least easy that many people, easy
And half of them won't get there till middle of the third quarter.
Well, you're talking about no, it'll be in Miami. They'll load mine. They have a good crowd.
You think so?
Oh yeah, they have a good crowd.
You think so?
People love the heat.
I know they love the heat.
love the heat.
Early in the year, you got the Dolphins down there. I mean, it's nice out. There's gonna be a lot of beach goers.
But it's the heat. They love their heat. They brought them championship. That's the only one who wins.
I get it.
I mean,
I've just seen a lot of lazy crowds in there,
this.
like the old Laker crowds.
I know, but the Lakers did what? They
won.
By the time third quarter got there, they were full.
They're down the four.
They're late. You know, Thunder, like if you go to Thunder games, that first quarter, hey, they start. By the end of the first quarter, it's
unless you go with the commander and you're there for shoot around.
Yeah, well, no, we're not there that early, bro. We've never made it that early. I believe we're out eating and having a couple cocktails before the game, which he gets mad at me now because now that I'm doing the show, I can't really have cocktails with him. You know what, Drew? This is what I've done. I limit myself to 4 beers over 3 hours.
4 beers over 3 hours.
That's
We're
what I
talking
limit myself.
tall boys?
Well, that's all they got of the Thunder, those regular beers. That's it. The tall
That
boys.
might be closer to 6 beers.
Wow. Okay, 2 beers an hour. I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Hey.
But it kind of
Drinking Oklahoma 3.2 beer, you're probably all right.
It's 6 point now.
Is it really?
Yep.
When did that happen?
A year ago.
And
So
see,
it's
learn
the
something new every day,
It's
folks.
the regular beer, you know. We're trying to keep up with those people up north in Nebraska. Cavs and the Raptors. This could be a sneaky good game.
Cavs got a good young roster.
Yeah, they do.
They're fun to watch. They never garner much of my attention, but
They will after this year.
You think so?
Well, look who they got. They just acquired
I get you.
our boy from Utah. So, I mean, that's going to help them,
Yeah.
man. He's going to give those younger guys, say, hey, look, Donovan Mitchell is going to help them go, hey, listen.
How did the Lakers not pull off that trade? I mean,
No, because they don't have anything to give.
well,
They gave him 5 picks.
Nobody wants to play with LeBron.
Well,
no one.
yeah, but he got 4 first-round picks for him or whatever.
Right.
Who had that?
Right.
Lakers can't get that.
I get it.
And
But
he doesn't. And Danny
I'm
Ainge
just gonna
wants to
stand
have
by that
he's-
comment that
he-
no one wants to play with LeBron.
Yep. That's exactly
Bad
right.
deal.
But you know what? That's how it is.
So yes, Cavs, and
And the Raptors.
That'll be a good
Knicks,
game.
Yep. Knicks, Grizz.
Everybody healthy for the Raptors?
Yep.
Everybody goes. Okay.
Yeah, but the Knicks and Grizz. That's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
You talking about athletic on both sides of
You're
the
gonna
both sides
might
of the
get
court.
some sports center top tens in that.
Oh, I think we should have at least a couple
Mm-hmm.
because they're going to be going at it too. Because Ja has something to prove. I think they're a little frustrated what happened to him last
I
year.
think that game's on NBA TV too.
It's on ESPN.
Oh, there we go.
Here it is. Here's everything right here.
My color guy right next to me.
I
Just
got
let
you.
me know.
Hey, hooking you right on up, brothers. Right
I
there on
like
the
it.
screen for everybody to see. That's the beauty of doing live screen versus radio. Hey, or at least on our show,
Work on the
we
fly.
have graphics.
Yep.
Thunder,
From down under.
Wolves on Bali.
Oh man, it's not a good matchup for OKC. I don't think they match up very well with the T-Wolves. T-Wolves are young, athletic. They're going to get up and down the floor. The Thunder aren't going to out-athlete them by any means.
No.
And if the Thunder have a chance, they're going to have to shoot lights out against this team, and I just don't think they're going to. And the T-Wolves are long. They're going to be able to get up on OKC's shot. That's why I like the under. I don't think OKC's going to score more than 100, 105 points.
Mm-hmm.
So give me that under 226.
Well, and we played the Wolves pretty tough, but that was before the Stifle Tower is now there. So and Rudy Gobert gives us fits because we don't have anything that can match him.
Yep. And I'm sure we'll go through the breakdown of that game.
Yep, we will. We will. Here in a little bit.
They definitely have the advantage at pretty much every position.
Well, what we're going to do is
Except
just
probably
say,
SGA.
here's the Thunder. This is what the Thunder offer. This is what the Thunder have. We're going to break that down.
I like it.
Hornets, Spurs.
Boring game. Sorry. I mean, that is a boring game.
I just don't. I have no desire.
I mean, Michael Jordan is just struggling with the Hornets.
Yeah, but there's attendance is fine. He's making money.
And do you think that, Duke and Carolina and Wake Forest and NC State and, all the other out there in that triangle, do you think that takes away, I don't know, not from them being better, but just the overall excitement or whatever
No,
you want to
I know
around that
because-
team? Because that's basketball country.
That's why he can stay there.
Right.
It's basketball country. People understand the sport.
Yep.
They know the players. They show up. They're not necessarily to. I mean, he's got LaMelo Ball. So I mean, it's not like they've got a nice little team. But let's face it,
They're not going to win anything.
not going to win anything. But people go to those games because they want to see LeBron and AD and
That's
Ja,
why.
and that's
why
they go.
I always and I still think to this day that Kansas City needs to get back the Kings from Sacramento. Get them out of Sacramento, get them back to Kansas City, and put them in the Sprint Center.
Well,
and you can't tell me that wouldn't get support.
Well, the reason why I didn't get support the first time is because they have a professional team.
Well, that and the NBA was struggling in the,
At that
in the
time,
late
yes,
70s,
at that
early
time.
80s, before
but they-
Magic and Bird came into the league.
Yeah, they're going to
Had a
Seattle.
lot of problems.
They're going to Seattle.
Man,
That's where the Kings are going.
God, I just hate that. Who wants to go to Seattle?
That's where money is. Those people lost their team because of their arrogance. Didn't think they would, and now
Well, if
they
you add one,
realize
you gotta
what.
add two.
Yeah, well, you know what? That was part of the thing, and that's what I tell people about Oklahoma City. You have a team. You have no
They're
idea.
supporting.
You got to go support, and they do.
Yeah, they do.
We support our team. So, because I tell people, you're 1 of 30, and if you lose them, go ask cities who don't have a team. Go ask them what happened.
Which, is what we talked about when the draft came. You got to get exciting players. You're in
Yep.
a small market. You're going to charge. The ticket prices are obviously going to go up because you got to pay these guys the money. So you better put a product either number one that's winning or number two that is at least fun to go watch.
Yeah, well, I think the team we have is going to be fun to watch.
I think so, too.
I
I
agree
agree
with
with
that. Winning, they'll be like end of last
All right.
year. They were competitive, weren't winning, won some, but they were competitive, and I think people want to see competitive. Dude, Nuggets and the Jazz.
Great game.
Man, I don't know.
How about Barkley picking the Nuggets to go to the finals?
Yeah, I saw that. Well, that's better than him picking. You mean the Clippers?
Clippers?
He picked the Clippers.
Shaq said Clippers.
Yeah,
They're gonna
Shaq
be
is the one who picked the
They're going
Nuggets.
to be the Mets.
Yeah, they're gonna be the Mets. The Mets, the Jet,
J-E-T-S, Mets.
I don't. The Jazz are young; they're rebuilding. I just don't know how much I want to watch that. Now, the Mavs and the Suns. You and I were talking about that earlier. That is the game I really, really, really want to see, and that's on ESPN tonight, 10:00.
Yeah, great way to open the season. ESPN knows what they're doing. Those
Yep.
guys, I look for it to be a fun game. I look for there to be a lot of smack talking going on. I look for Luka and Chris Paul to be going at it up and down the floor.
Oh yeah,
Gonna be a fun game. I'll definitely be watching for
a
sure.
little repeat of last year's
yeah.
playoffs, and so we'll see. And plus, you have the over in that one, don't you?
I do. I have the over and I have the Mavs. I just think the Mavs are going to come to play. They know. They know what's up. They know they're coming in there. They
Yeah.
know they're going to get their best shot. I'll tell you a good little sneaky bet would be the Phoenix Suns in the first quarter of that game. I think it's 2.5.
You and your
You take the first quarter. Hey, talk about it during the finals. I was cleaned up.
dude, God dang, you cleaned
just-
up in the first quarter, second quarter, half. I mean, you were. I got to give you some love on that. It was unbelievable.
I got to give a little shout out though to my guy out in California. He does help me out on those quite a bit.
Okay, well-
that's his game.
Okay.
Is the first quarters.
Because I'm telling you what, wow, you were on fire. Then to top it off, Blazers and the Kings, Drew.
Man, another terrible game. But
Jesus. Blazers
Blazers and the Kings. How does Damian Lillard just stay trapped there? He's
'Cause
got to get out of Portland.
They gave him $60 million.
You'd have to give me $60 million.
It's
to
what
live
he's
there.
getting.
To live there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
$60 million.
In the no government zone.
I mean, do whatever he wants, man. Wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I mean,
The donuts are the only thing good about Portland.
I know. I like Portland.
You do?
Yeah, I like Portland. It's a nice little chill
Right now,
place.
you like Portland.
The city, I like to go hang out there. I just don't hang out in the no fun, no government zone. I'm not doing that. I'm not dumb. But I like the city itself. I mean, my deal is this. Being a black man, the police suck for the most part. Okay, there's no question.
I don't get you, but I
what I'm
understand
saying?
your plight.
I've had the DWBs, like I got stopped the other night, last week. I mean,
Stole a
and then
car.
she was pissed off, stolen vehicle. Black man can't drive a Porsche. Anyway, and then she immediately got pissed off because she realized, I just wasted 10 minutes. Yeah, you just wasted 10 minutes of your life and mine, and neither one of us could get back because you thought you had it. But anyway.
You think if you'd have had your Oklahoma State basketball shorts on, she would recognize you?
Well, it was at night.
Okay.
It was at night. But I'm going to say this. For the most part, law enforcement, I know a lot of, they're fantastic.
They are.
They are fantastic.
Appreciate the service.
No doubt. And, they laugh at me about some of the stuff I say. They go, well, hey, were you doing this? Were you doing that? And they just laugh because they know profile.
Sure.
They know. They're not going to come out and say it, but
Just
they
like
just
sports,
go.
they know what they're
They know what's up. But for the most part, they're very cool people. And you just have a couple of assholes. I don't care if it's football, sports, and life.
Yeah, just like that in any walk of business you're in.
It doesn't
One guy
matter.
can run it
You
off
have
for
a couple
everybody.
jackasses. It is what it is. But for the most part, law enforcement, you got to have them. So for me, not to have law enforcement, that's idiotic. It's just like these guys who don't believe in elections. But then, okay, I'm going to draft you. Okay, I'm going to elect you. But if you don't like the election, you're not going to prove it.
Right.
So if the person that's there now doesn't like you winning, they should be able to not approve you.
And now,
That's
and
stupid.
not to get political, but now it's on both sides.
Yeah, no.
Both sides.
no.
You can't win anything
No,
now. It's like,
I'm
you
just-
cheated.
I'm just, y'all are like, all of those people are fucking stupid. Sorry, my language. Stupid. Stupid. Y'all like ignorant people. That's not what our country's based on.
Nope.
So it's in it. Anyway, on the fun side, it's going to take a quick break. I think that's a nice little segue for us to chill out. Talk about Collaborative Logic. We want to thank them for getting all the stuff together. They're working on us to get our call-ins, Drew, so people can call in and talk to us anytime we're on. It's going to be fantastic to have that.
That is going to be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be real nice.
I hope that Eagle fan calls in from
George's
Happy Hog.
Happy Hog. Yeah, well, the dude with the hat, you missed him yesterday.
Oh, I saw
And it's so funny is
I saw him. I went back and watched it.
the guy was with him. He was a Cowboys fan that shuffled him out. The Cowboy fan couldn't find his phone. Guess who had it?
Eagle fan.
Eagle fan.
Shocker.
Then, of course, SRB for any engineering, surveying, or planning. Contact my guy, Mark Long, over there. Jose Fierro for any trucking needs that you might have. Please hurry up and give Drew his T-shirt so he'll leave us alone about it, or at least get
And a
him
hat
out of
now.
something.
Now you're into me for a
Just
hat.
get him something, man. He's on my nerves with all that stuff.
I mean,
and then, of course,
I'm trying to rep you.
and then y'all just saw Max Nafee with Nafco. He just slid in here at Ned's.
Well, he
to
did.
Say hi to him. Yeah, he
Sneaky
did.
man.
Yeah, he did. He just slid in. Love me some Max, my nephew. He is amazing. Then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank to make things happen.
Yes, they do. They're an equal housing lender, member of the FDIC. And if you want to go in and pre-qualify for any loans at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com.
Go on in there. See Carolyn. Tell her that you need to fill out a loan app. She'll hook you up with Joe or Carson or Nathan Taylor or Ken Hess on a good day. And I mean, the commander's not normally there, but
Well, he's there in the morning.
Right.
He's there in the morning. He's there every morning, and then he's there roughly in the afternoon for about an hour after lunch.
Yeah.
You know, but you know what? He's earned the right not to be there.
sure.
So that's kind of how I look at
Sable would
it.
love to see you too, but she might be busy with some IT stuff.
Did she get the Wi-Fi fixed because it
I
kicked
think
us
we
off
got a
last time?
picture of you that's gonna be on a Christmas card pretty soon, in a yellow YMB shirt.
Sable, you wonderful, lovely woman. You would not do that to me because you are amazing. Carolyn, you are wonderful. You're like my big sister. You would not do that to your little brother because you are amazing.
It's gonna be good.
No, that's wrong, man. That is wrong on so many levels. Now, let's get to, the commander. So you brought him up. What do you have to
There he
say?
is.
What do you have to say?
He is
Just BS.
making fun of the Lakers.
Good. Of course he did. Now, Drew, we're going to jump over our power rankings real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to go into the Thunder overview after that really
Okay.
fast. Your power rankings, you have the Bucks, Golden State, the Suns, the Celtics,
Yep.
the Mavs, Grizzlies, Heat, T-Wolves. You still want to keep the Lakers in there?
Yeah, man, I'm not putting the Clippers in there. Come on.
Is there anything? Well, that's what I said.
I mean,
what we'll do
no
is-
self-respecting Laker fan is going to put the Clippers in a top 10.
This is what we're going to do. Well, I had to, top 10. Cause
I know, but
I know.
I don't.
But I'm not a Laker fan right now, so I can do it. I'm a Thunder fan 100% right now.
Let's see. You haven't seen it. I got the best jersey on there is.
Yeah, it's
No,
Kobe
man.
jersey. Yes, you
It's
do,
sick.
but I'm not doing it. But anyway, yeah, this is what we're going to do. Every Friday.
Got all the good stuff on here. Come on.
Now, see? You're not missing anything.
Ready. It's ready.
Oh, my God. I'm through with you, man. I'm glad that's not on air. I'm glad that's not on there. So do you want to change any of this?
No.
You like it?
I like it just the way it is.
That's what we're going to do. On Friday, we'll do Mondays and Fridays. And Mondays after the weekend. And then on Fridays.
Celtics and Philly was a good game last night, but I'm going to leave it the same. I think Philly's built more for the playoffs than that Celtics team this year. And then you see all the injuries the Celtics have right now?
Yeah.
They got some guys out.
Yep.
Like out. What's
Robert Williams.
Another knee surgery.
Yep.
Then they had the guard that tore his ankle up. He's done for the year.
Yep. Was that Dana White? No.
No.
The other one.
Yeah, the other guy. I don't know. I might even put the Mavericks up ahead of the Celtics. I might even drop the Celtics down to 5, but I'll leave it the way it is right now.
Yeah, the Mavs, we're going to see where they are. The Mavs and the Suns tonight, that's why I kind of had them there. That'll probably change on Friday because Mondays and Fridays we're going to have.
But I do have 2 and 2A.
We're not doing that. You have Golden State or the Suns. You don't get no 2 and 2A. You got 1, 2, 1, 3. You don't get to slide in and all that tie and all that nonsense. We ain't doing all that. Now, here's my thing with the Thunder tonight, Drew. When I look at here's the Thunder team stats. Okay, which is where I want everybody to kind of see kind of where the Thunder start at, so everybody can know this is the end of last year. Okay, this is what we were shooting. Now we've got the number 1 shooting coach in the league. Okay, so you've got SGA at 45%, shooting field goal percentage, 30% from 3. That's got to be better from 3. And, we go, here's all the lists, and people can look at them and just go down by themselves. But you can see SGA 30, Giddey 26. Okay? Those guys you can't have 2 of your stars doing that. I mean,
Dort's got to be better than 40% for the field.
Yeah. He was
that
almost
just relegates him to being a 3-point shooter,
which is what he was early.
33.
Yeah, but he would hit early and then miss late. That was Dort. But here's our thing: team 103 points, 43% field goal percentage as a team, 32% from 3. Now in the preseason we were around 38, 39, which is where you've got to be competitive.
Yeah.
At all.
Yep.
Okay. We're ranked 28.
Especially if they're going to shoot. How many you think OKC's going to shoot a game?
30.
Going to have to, with all those guards.
30 to 35. But it was better than the 40-something we were shooting.
Yeah.
So I think NBA ranked, we were 28th in scoring, 28th in field goal percentage, and 27th.
Sorry. Comedy relief there.
Our guy, the Commander Wright, sent the deal, said the Thunder are going to have a better record than the Lakers.
Yeah.
All right, that boy, I just don't know.
I said we were undefeated last night.
Yeah.
It only lasted for 12 hours.
Yeah, well, the Thunder are still undefeated right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, here's the record for the Thunder. This is the shooting percentages of what they've got to improve because, 103 points a game, that was 28th out of 30 teams. You're not going to beat anybody doing that. You've got to be able to score the basket. Yes, you got to be able to score to do that. So that's part of what the Thunder is going to have to do. But here's we're proving this. So after tonight, we'll go over this is what they were starting out. This is what they did tonight. So we'll see what happens. But to give you a preview real quick, Drew, before we bounce out of here, what do you think? What do you like?
Preview of what? The Thunder game? Yep. I mean, like we talked about earlier. I mean,
they've got
the matchups do not favor the Thunder tonight. I mean, Minnesota is a long, athletic team with long, athletic guards. Where teams are going to struggle, where OKC is going to struggle against the T-Wolves is being able to get their shots off, obviously, being able to create their own shots.
Well, here's our roster coming for tonight. Let's pull it up. Your guards are SGA, Trey Mann, and Isaiah Joe, which I think is a nice pickup for the Thunder. I think he's going to be a nice little role player for the Thunder. Your shooting guards are Josh Giddey, Jalen Williams, J-Dub, and Aaron Wiggins. Forwards, Lou Dort, Kendrick Williams, and Ousmane Dieng. So I'm just interested to see what he's really going to do. Jeremiah Robinson Earl and Darius Baisley and Poku. It's interesting we did not pick up the extension on Baisley, so we'll see what happens on that.
I mean, who's going to deal with Carl Anthony tonight? Big Cat. Who are they going to put on him?
Well, we only have Muscala and Jalen Williams and Robinson Earl.
What's the line in this game?
Oh, wow. He's not going to even get that. Well, here's what I'm saying is, we've got some guys who can score, and that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to score the basketball. There's only one way to do it. I mean,
It is the biggest line on the board.
What is
Sorry.
it?
11.
Thunder
biggest-
plus,
it's the biggest.
Thunder plus 11.
It's the biggest line on the board today, folks. 11 and 226.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long struggle for them. But you know what? In the NBA, there's teams that you struggle against, and there's teams that you can play. And last year,
Right. And that's why it's a bad matchup.
And last year we played them tough, but that was before they got the big fella. Now we're
He's a big
over.
fella that can shoot.
Yeah, but he can shoot. Well, I'm talking about no.
He's going to stretch. Carl Anthony's going to stretch
Stretch it out. So then you got who's going to guard him?
Who's going to guard him on top? He'll take advantage of you on the box.
Well, the problem is on the box they got big boy in the box.
Yep. Yeah.
So they're doing them both.
There's a reason why they're in my top 10.
Oh.
Just to let you know that.
Well, Thunder fans, I'm going to say that it's going to be a long uphill battle for us tonight. But I think that we've got guys who can score. And if we continue shooting the way we did in preseason, the game will be close within 11.
But don't get disheartened. Take the under.
Yeah, I don't. Can't spell thunder without under.
Go out and have your cocktail, watch the game, keep it close, goes under 226.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. I'm looking forward to watching Thunder. I'm just glad that the Thunder started. And remember to watch the After the Storm post-game analysis tonight.
With yours truly.
Yep. I'll be on. I'll be looking forward to it and seeing what's
Where are you taking that in at?
I don't know yet. I'm going to know later on this evening, this afternoon. I've got to go train kids right now, but I don't know where. Somewhere kind of close. Normally I go to either Rococo's or
we need to just we don't always have to go, to a great sponsor place. We could always do it at the friendly confines upstairs at my place. Big TV on, have it in the background.
Yeah, but but I'm just saying we'd have to set to do the show somewhere.
All right, but we can do the
that's
after
too far.
show.
That's what I'm saying. That's
we
too
can do
far.
the after show.
I know, but I'm saying that's too far for me to drive home to set up and do the show.
We've been using that excuse a lot lately. I mean, I didn't even hear from you Monday night. We haven't even got to that yet.
Anyway, everybody, I'm done. This boy's going to get on my last nerve about me missing Sunday. It was Sunday.
Not even missed.
It was Sunday night.
Didn't even give me
It was Sunday night.
Hey, not going to make it.
Sunday night.
Yeah, it was Sunday night.
I didn't want. I'm glad I
jinxed
did.
us too, by the way. Mara would have hit that field goal, and the Cowboys would have covered the 6.5. Just so you know, that was
Keep going. Just
his
go ahead.
fault.
Just keep going with it. Go ahead.
Closet Eagle fan.
I'm not a closet Eagle.
He's been over at George's Happy Hog too long, getting
Dude.
indoctrinated over there.
Listen, you've got one cook over there. You got one guy, that whole group. All of them are Cowboys fans except him.
Isn't it funny how when you see one, then you see like 8 in the same day?
Dude,
I saw like 3 Eagles fans yesterday at Brahms.
Oh, just all about it too.
All new era hat, spot built, green jacket.
Oh my God, I'm over it, dude. I'm so over it.
They don't even know who Harold Carmichael is.
No, they don't.
Come on.
No, they don't. Number 17,
Yeah.
a beast he was.
I mean, Wilbert Montgomery,
31.
Jaws. See, I knew you were a Closet Eagle fan.
No, my deal is this: football is the one sport
Richard White.
Football is the one I don't have a sport in. Pro football. I
What
don't have a team.
was a free safety they had 46 that just rocked all.
That would be the former coach of Arizona State.
Yeah. There it is.
Herm Edwards.
There it is.
Herm Edwards. But anyway, I don't. If you can play, you can play football. I like players.
Yep.
Teams, I don't. I like players. I don't. It's the one sport I don't have a
It's
team.
easy to be a fence straddler.
I just don't have a team in it. I just like players.
Ask the commander what they say about fence straddlers. He told me that when I was 16 years old.
Oh my God! Here we go. I want to thank everybody for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour with my guy Drew Henthorne. As you know, he only shows up if we're at Ned's or we're at YMB. He
Can't
won't
blame
show up
me.
anywhere else. Can't see him
Family
anywhere else.
and fried chicken. Family and fried chicken.
I ain't gonna argue with that. The only thing you miss is watermelon and some Kool-Aid. But that's all.
I'm a Welch's
Wait a minute,
grape
did I
guy.
say that out loud?
I'm a Welch's grape. I'm trying to blow by it. Right?
I can't believe I just said that. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for watching. And, of course, we want to thank Big Ned, Little Ned, and the Mrs. Lindsay for allowing us to come to Ned's Starlight Lounge. And here is the location. Here's the address. If we haven't told you already, 7301 North May, just north of 63rd and south of Grand. They're open Tuesdays and Wednesdays till midnight, opening at 11. Thursdays and Fridays till 2. Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays till 2. And, of course, Sundays is just a brunch. They have wings Wednesday, which is we're here that fried chicken every other Wednesday, and then the fried chicken liver and gizzards. And Drew, by the way, bro, you missed the dry rub French fries. Oh my God, I
had
got
them
those
here.
today.
I had them here last time we were here.
Oh, that's right, because you told us about this.
I took some home with me.
Dude, those things, woo. That's all. That's
didn't
better.
miss it.
Hey, that's better than the wing.
Yeah,
the rings.
hey.
They're better than the rings. Onion rings are good, but
Well, I don't know, man. That's tough. Depends on what you're having. I mean, if I'm going with the burger, give me the seasoned fries.
Yep.
If I'm going with the fried chicken or a chicken fried steak or the chicken fried chicken, then I'm gonna go with the O-ring.
the chicken fried chicken's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's pretty good, especially with that egg on top too. Oh
God,
my
Jim.
God. Oh, anyway, back to. We digress.
It's not just a sports show.
No, it's not. We just have fun. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, along with my guy, Drew Hinthorn.
HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Big Red.